Eon, it's the age. He's punishing these devils, yeah? He's punishing them in this age. Before we got punished in our age, during the Dark Ages, during the rule of King Solomon, yeah? David and Solomon, that was our age. Because they would have you believe that we've always been slaves. We was the royalty, we was the kings and the queens of Europe during the Dark Ages. But they would have you believe that we was just niggers, born to be slaves. No, the other way around is you was born to be slaves. You Edomites were born to be slaves, and you're gonna be slaves. Because Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of that followeth. His hand took hold on Esau's heel, pulling him out of power. We're gonna pull him out of power the same way our God gave them the power to pull us out of power. Yeah? So what goes around, that karmic principle, what goes around comes around, is gonna hit them. It's gonna hit them like a juggernaut, as they say, yeah? And it says, and I will punish the world for its evil. Because this place is very evil. Transgenders, homosexuality, lesbianism, they push that like there's nothing wrong with it. They tell you that zoophilia now. They say you can even marry your own animals. And there's laws in the Bible. Everything in the Bible, this man goes against. Yeah, it goes against everything in the Bible. The Lord said, don't lie down with your dogs. What does a white woman do? What does a white man do? Mainly the white woman does it. She lies down with her dog. They're known for doing that. There's a woman on the internet saying, a lot of us do it. They have sex with their animals. Because you know why? I explained to the man the other day. He asked me, what's this, steak tartare? He says, yeah, I love it. White man, he said, I love steak. I love raw meat. I eat raw meat. And what did I say to him? I said to him, how comes you can eat that and not get sick? If I was to eat that raw meat, I'll be sick. I said, what other creature eats their food raw like that? And he said to me, an animal. And I said to him, what does that say about your genetic makeup? And he said, makes us close to animals then, innit? I said, I rest my case. Because what we got the beast man. The Lord calls him the Edomite, yeah? The man of perdition, the man of destruction, the destroying mountain. That's who we got in charge of us. Everything he touches turns to shit. You ever heard the story about King Midas? He touched stuff that turned to gold. Anything these Edomites, these Europeans touch turns to shit. You understand? Look at this place. Look at it, full of concrete. Goes back to the caves of Mount Seir. That's how we know we're in the hands of the cave beasts. The earth has been given, Job 9:24 says the earth has been given into the hands of the wicked. It's the cave beast. I'll put that on there. The earth has been given into the hands of the cave beast. And it says, and I will punish the world for its evil, and the wicked for their iniquity. And who is the wicked? Let's get it, Malachi. Right, this is Malachi. This is Malachi 1 and I'll start 1:1. This is the wicked. It says here, the burden of the word of the Lord to Israel by Malachi. See, Malachi was a prophet of Israel. Not Israelis, not Israelites, the Israelites. Yeah? The blacks, Hispanics and Native Indians. The ones that went into cargo slave ships. And these white people think they're going to get away with that, yeah? But as you can see, there's coronavirus. Everything's a funny, it's a laughing, it's a joke. Not until there's death coming underneath your door. Then it's not funny till one of your parents or one of your children dies. Then it's not funny no more, yeah? It's all laugh and all that, yeah? Those that laugh now shall weep and moan, gnashing of teeth. And it says here, the burden of the word of the Lord to Israel by Malachi. I have loved thee, saith the Lord. Yet you say, wherein has they loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith the Lord? Yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau. Who is Jacob? Jacob is the father of the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Who is Esau? Esau is the so-called white man. He calls himself the white man today, but he is Esau. These the children of Esau, the Edomites. Yeah, the red people. They're the red people. Yeah? When it gets cold, they go red. When it gets sunny, they go red. The Edomites, other one. Yeah, red. Like Shashua, wasted away. No pigment. That's the Edomites. Yeah? And it says, pretty little thing. With the Edomite, I don't know if that's a boy or girl, but nowadays you can't tell if it's a man or woman. These Edomites are very effeminate, long hair. You know, if it's a boy or girl, man, it tells you that if a man have long hair, it's a shame. That's why this man's got to go. He's effeminizing the whole world, yeah, estrogenizing all the men and emasculating the women, yeah. And it says, wherein hast thou loved us? Yeah, that's what our people say. Where the Lord can't love us. Why? Because we ain't got nothing in this society. Because the Lord said, don't put your roots down in this society. He's going to blow it to smithereens. That's why nuclear war's coming. That's why he said, don't put, he said, in Micah, he said, come out of her, my people, and be not partakers of her sin. Yeah, that's what we're supposed to do. Mentally come out of her. Yeah, we've got to live in there, we've got to pay our bills, but mentally come out of this place. It's going to be blown up with nuclear war. You understand? But wonder if she lets her dog lick on her. Because these white women, they let their dogs lick on them, yeah, and have sex with them, yeah. And it says, yet I say, wherein has the Lord loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith the Lord? Yet I love Jacob, he loves us, the blacks and Hispanics. And I hated Esau. He hates the white man and white people, but our people don't seem to realise that. He hates white people, God hates him. That's why he never gave them no melanin in their flesh. You understand? And he says, and laid their mountains and their heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. That's why they come out of the caves. He laid their heritage waste. Where they come from? Mount Seir. And where was they? In the Caucasus Mountains. That's why they call themselves Caucasian. Caucasian means cave dweller. Okay? Dwellers of the Caucasus Mountains. Right? And he says, whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. And when they done that, who's running the world at the moment? They returned and they built up their wicked ass world. That's what we're going into. Babylon the Great, America. Yeah, the most wicked place you could go visit. My family been there twice, and they asked me if I want to go. Why I want to go into the belly of the beast? I'll never go to America. There's nothing but Satanism. It's totally 100% satanic over there. Yeah, that's why that place is going to be burned. It's going to be burnt to smiths, and it's going to be a desert. Nobody's going to dwell there again. And it tells you we're going to be able to see them from one end of America to the other. It's going to be a waste, flat land. If you want to talk about the flat earth, yeah, America's going to be that flat earth. Yeah, even though the Bible says the circle of the earth. Okay, and it says here, whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Right, and they've done that. Yeah, they returned and they built. Thus saith the Lord of hosts. Right, this is what our king is saying. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down. Because what it is there, when it tells them they're a fugitive and a vagabond. The white man, the so-called Edomites, or the so-called white man, the Edomites said, we will return and build, yeah, because they're a fugitive and a vagabond. They have no land. Their land, hello sir, how you doing? Their land is Mount Seir. Yeah? Their land is Mount Seir, the Caucasus Mountains. Okay? And it says here, they will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down. And he's throwing down now, their society is being thrown down. The Lord has thrown a spanner in their works. Yeah? Because of why? They're not the rulers of this earth. They're not the true rulers. They've been given a rulership. By the way, they've been given 3 cracks at it. This is their third to try and get it right. And what's happened? They can't get it right. You know why? Because they can't get right. They've not been built right. They're twisted. They're crooked. Yeah? The spirit is in them. It's not upright. They got that serpent spirit in them. Yeah? And what is a serpent? What's a serpent? Someone who's very underhanded. They do stuff under the web. That's why the Lord calls them the serpent, the snake. And they show that when the sun comes out, their skin peels in the sun, like a serpent, like a snake. You understand? And it says, and I will call them, and it says, they shall build, but I will throw down, and I will call them the border of wickedness. And that was the point. I got there in the end when it said in Isaiah the 13th chapter, and it says, and I will punish the world. I will punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity. So that's where we got to the point where the wicked are the so-called Edomites. Okay, no doubt about it. The apple, the fruit, don't fall too far from the tree, and they've shown what they're about: transgender, LGBT, all that stuff. And they can shake their heads, but it's true. They're a bunch of demons, yeah. And the Lord is showing they're the devil. Shaking your head, He tells you that you're going to shake your head at the children of the Israelites of Jerusalem. But that ain't going to stop your demise. While you're shaking your head, I hope you're shaking your head like that when you're watching your society fall apart. When there's no food in the shop, shake your head, because it's good. Yeah? And it says here, the border of wickedness. And I will throw them down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord have indignation forever. What does He mean by indignation? It means righteous hatred. He hates white people, God does. He hates them. That's what He's talking about. He says, because I'm just, I have to give them all ownership, but I hate them. I'm going to come and I'm going to destroy them in the second coming. Yeah? He's going to destroy this wicked man. He was, what did He tell him? He was a vessel fitted for destruction. So he created him. The Lord said in Proverbs 16:4, the Lord had created all things, the wicked for the day of evil. That's what He said here. The border of wickedness against whom they have indignation forever. So He hates them, and He built them to be destroyed. Yeah? They're going to be destroyed in nuclear war. Yeah? Famines, all that's coming. Yeah? And it says here, and your eyes shall see, and you shall say, the Lord will be magnified from the border of Israel. And that's our land. We've got Khazars in our land claiming to be us. We are the Israelites. Yeah? They're claiming to be the blacks, Hispanics, and native Indians. Yeah. Where's your father? Where's your father? Where's your father from? Where's his father from? Yeah, what is he? Is he a darkie? Am I dark? I'm a darkie. It's better than calling me black. Darkie's better than calling me a black person. Would you call me a black person?
Brown skin.
Yeah, brown. Why do they call us black people then? You ever thought about that? I'm brown, he's brown. Why do they call us black people? You ever looked up that word black?
Yeah, but I wouldn't know that I'm darkie.
Black means dark, dirty, evil, so.
It does.
So why would they call us that when we're brown? It's what it is.
But it's different shades anyway.
Yeah, but it's nobody's black. Nobody's white. Who's white? Who's white?
No, because black.
Right. Yeah, but I'm asking you, why do they call us black?
I don't know.
I've just told you. Because it means dark, dirty, evil, without light. So what it is, it's a stigma they put on us. They call themselves white people. Not white people. Pure, clean, holy, angelic. See what I mean? They've played mind games. You would do that if you was enslaved. If we had been enslaved, we would call you white people, we would call you red people. We would call you the devil. No, not Humphrey, we call you Edomite. Well, where's your father from, by the way? Your father?
Well, I know he's English, but I
Yeah,
don't
it
know
doesn't matter if
I
it's
don't know if
English.
he's got Spanish or I don't even know.
Yeah, because we don't go by skin colour, it's go by your national origin, who your father is. Because the Israelites' father come from Jacob, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. They're the children of the blessing. There's a blessing coming to us. We didn't go into slavery because we're a weak nation. We've shown that we're stronger than everybody, no matter what we do. Everything we created is what you're using now. Your mobile phone in your pocket was created by a black man. Internet was created by a black man. Did you know that?
A lot of things were created by black people. I know that because I've been educated by someone. So
Mainly everything except the block dough and the dildo. That was created by the white man. Them stuff. We created all the good things. Traffic lights, everything. Your society would run if we never created everything.
why do they make out that black people or dark people are like down there?
Why do they do that? Because what it is, they think, come on, be honest now. If you wanted to be perpetuated and be looked at as the greatest people on the earth, would you not disguise the greatest people? Would you not say, right, you monkeys, you slag on trees and all that? By the way, the kings and queens of Europe were so-called black people. Yeah, but that's a horrible person. He eats raw meat. That's horrible. We've got steak tartare. Would you eat that? Yeah, steak tartare. Have you had it before?
I would eat meat, yeah.
No, I'm talking about, would you eat that steak tartare?
Not if it's like that, no.
Yeah, but they do eat it. That's a delicacy for so-called white people, steak tartare. Did you know that?
Not me, because I don't eat it.
I know, but I'm saying, that's what they eat. What other creature eats it? Yes, what other creature eats their meat like that? An animal. So what does that show you? I'll let him go, he wants to get some food. Where's he going? What's the food or something? Alright, you take care. Get all the food you can get now. Yeah? Right, because these people, like I'm trying to say, which by the way, by the end of the year, they're going to say there's going to be no food in these shops. So enjoy what you're going to eat now because famine's coming. Yeah? Well then, first you're going to start, have you got neighbours with pets? Neighbours, have you got neighbours with pets? Neighbours with pets, like dogs, cats, hamsters. You start them in first. Yeah, but they ain't got no meat on them, they ain't going to last long. What do you want more? What I'm trying to say is cannibalism's coming here as well. Yeah? Cannibalism's coming here. God said it's coming. He said we was going to go into spaceships. That happened. What do you think? What? You think?
Everything's coming.
No. What God said is coming. And these Edomites, and white people don't believe in God. They think that they are God. Because what they do is they... Huh? Ask them. Ask them over them. They say they don't believe in God. They believe that they're God. That's why the plagues is here. You understand? Let's go back to Malachi, because Malachi tells it faithfully and true. You know? Good evening, man. Yeah, they're all devils. They're all devils. Michael Jackson died to Clinton. And it says here, my eyes shall see, and ye shall say, the Lord will be magnified from the border of Israel. Let's go back to Isaiah, the 13th chapter, and it says, for the stars will form and the constellations out of the thing, the dark are going forth, and I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked, we establish who the wicked are, the Caucasians, they're the wicked of the earth. The apple don't fall far from the tree, we know they are, LGBTQZ, they're the ones who promote all that. When they got here by a father and mother, you know that they're the wicked, yeah? And it says, and I will punish the world for the evil, and the wicked for their iniquity, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease. Who's more arrogant than the Edomites, than the Caucasians? Nobody. They're talking about what's going to happen in 2050. And what are we in now? 2021. So there's no more pride in the so-called white man. There's no more prouder person than him. What does it say about pride? Pride goes before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall. That's why their pride has deceived them. They thought that they was going to... Shalom, King. Yes, King. They thought that, yeah, I'm just doing a quick lesson, you know what I mean? Hey, what are you been up to, mate? Doing the music and all that. All right, then? Yeah, you take care. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm alright still, man.
Yeah?
Yeah, you know. Anyway, when I see it on camera.
Yeah, I'm just...
How you been?
Yeah, I'm just running through lesson now, innit? You know, doing like my bits and bobs, because you can see how it's deteriorating day by day, innit, huh?
Yeah.
Have you heard about the container problems we're having?
Yeah.
See, it's capitulating now, innit, huh?
Yeah.
It's really going to get really bad out here, bruv. You know what I mean? The food, they're saying, they told the Chinese people to stock up their food. You hear about that?
So, Zephaniah, right?
Yeah.
It says, gather yourself together.
Yeah, Zephaniah 2, the second chapter.
Right.
Before the decree bring forth.
Yeah, so let me ask you a question, Pat. How are you doing that?
What I'm doing is all sorts of good.
Okay, but how are you gathering together then?
How am I gathering together?
Yeah.
By the internet, using the internet. Yeah, using this word. I've got my brothers where I go. I gather with my brothers.
Oh, you do here?
Yeah, I do gather with my brothers. I go down to Brixton, gather with them every Thursday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because that'd be nice, you know, to get an invitation sometime, you know.
Oh, you wanna go down there?
Well, that'd be nice to get an invitation,
Yeah.
right?
Oh,
The same way that I invite you to my home and we break bread, right?
Yeah.
We break bread, right?
Yeah.
Because it's what the Lord commanded, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay, I'll tell you what, Thursday we'll go together. You wanna go?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you know that, bro. I've been.
Okay.
I'm not gonna run you down, family. You know what I mean? But I can invite you to my home, right? But
Sorry, bro.
don't be sorry about it.
I get wrapped up in this thing, you know what I mean? Right. Remember, what does soldier mean? Soldier means solitary.
Yeah.
So sometimes I forget that, you know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I mean? Remember, we're in this flesh, bro.
It's a big problem here.
Yeah, it is good. It's
Listen to me. It's a big problem.
It is.
It needs to get fixed.
That's what I'm going to get.
At the end of the day, there's really no excuse for it, right?
But what it is,
You know what I mean? I'm not saying you.
No,
I'm saying in general.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. But in Jeremiah, it tells you 31, 8 and 8, we're going to get new bodies.
Right.
So we won't have to worry about the flesh no more. You understand?
Right.
He's going to give us a new body, so he's going to put the laws in us.
Right.
So we don't do any of our faults. We're going to be completely holy. You understand?
Right.
But Thursday, I'll give you a call. It usually goes out there about 1:30. I usually get there about 2, 3 o'clock. So are you going to be available Thursday?
Well, I'm going to make myself available because you're inviting me now.
Yeah.
So I'm going to make myself available.
You can come and meet all the brethren and that.
You know what I mean? Because this is what we discussed, right?
Yeah.
In the house, right?
Yeah.
And I never heard back from you. But
Well, I didn't hear your thing. I was waiting for your call, man. Because you said you would do the blog and all that. I didn't hear nothing from you.
Taz, I am still working on that.
Oh.
Right? But remember, these are your ends, yeah? These are not my ends, bro. I don't know anybody in this country. Nobody, right? And you know that. You know what I mean? That's why I sat you down and broke bread with you and had dinner, right? Because I'm actually wanting to know the brethren. You understand? That's why I opened my door to them. You know what I mean? Even though I don't know if you can family, but I opened my door, right? You understand what I'm saying? So it's reciprocal, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day.
Sorry,
Don't be sorry, brother.
I apologize.
Don't apologize.
Yeah.
But the Holy Spirit of discipline shall flee the sea, right? So the scripture
Like I
says.
said, we're in this place.
So we have to keep it real. But listen, we're in this flesh, but we can't make, what do we say, make no provision for the flesh.
Yeah, but you're going to go off anyway.
Listen,
you've not Paul say,
listen to me.
I do the things that I want to do. Paul was more righteous than us. You got to check that out.
Right.
Like he says, I do the things that my flesh don't want me to do, but I do it. So he's more righteous than us.
Right.
You understand? So we're not making excuses. If that means Paul was making an excuse. But he knows we're in the flesh really changing this darkness. You understand? That's why we fight the flesh every day.
But he also said, I fulfill the law.
Yeah, he fulfilled the
So he
law,
also
yeah.
said, let this mind be in you.
Yeah.
Which is also in Christ, right?
Yeah.
So he disciplined himself.
The discipline himself, he said that he didn't want to do the things he couldn't, because he didn't have the spiritual body yet. We're going to get that in the kingdom. You understand? That's what you got to realize. He tried to discipline. Oh, look, it tells you that Zachariah, John the Baptist, and his wife, they walked in all the ordinances. They were the closest thing to righteousness.
Can I ask you a question, bro?
Yeah, go on.
Did Paul say, I have fought the fight?
Yeah, I fought the fight. Yeah.
Okay. Did Paul say, I've kept the faith?
Yeah.
Did Paul say that? There's now laid up a crown for me?
Yeah.
Did Paul say that?
Yeah.
Okay, so he said he fought the good fight of faith,
Yeah.
and he kept it.
Yeah. But was he
Right?
perfect?
But he kept it, listen, he kept it, right? For a man to say, there is a crown laid up for me, there's a measure of confidence in that statement,
Yeah.
right? The measure of confidence is he disciplined himself. He's not telling you and I to do something that he himself didn't do. That's why he said, mortify the deeds of the flesh, cut them off, right? So he did these things, right?
Yeah, but-
So we're not, listen, this is not a word of contention.
I don't know.
It's not a word of contention. I'm just encouraging you, brother.
Yeah, I know.
Because
I know.
I'm telling you where the issue is. But it's difficult for you to hear it because you grew up in this culture. The issue is the culture. The culture takes precedence over the covenant when it comes to man that's even coming into the truth, that even understands, because the culture has influential control. So I'm just encouraging you, bro. I'm not stepping off my bike to browbeat you and to confound you like all these other niggas try to do. I'm telling on my bike to say, hey, listen, man, is there a time that we can get together again?
course,
You know what I mean? So there's a time that we can't get together.
Yeah. Let's go Thursday.
You know I'm a stone throw away from this. So if you don't hear from me and you got my digits, it'd be cool if you get a call too, right? Because as I indicated to you in the house, I don't know anybody there, bro. I literally don't. I don't know anyone there at all. I don't know any brothers. I don't fellowship with no one. But I let you in my house. You're not the only brother I've done that to. You're not. And the other brothers too that I did that to, they know where to be found. Even I call them, they know where to be found. And they've invited me over to their house several times, but I don't have their address. So I'm telling you that this culture, brother, between you and me and that post, has influential control. And if we're not careful, if we're not careful, that issue of love, that charity, that brotherly thing that we're supposed to do can get diminished as a result of the culture. So that's all I'm saying, fam.
Yeah. Thursday we'll go out there anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, let me know, eh?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Shalom.
Yeah. Now, let me make sure I got your number. I don't want to fucking say it. I don't want to say it and then,
Right.
yeah. And then you don't hear a call from me. Yeah.
I wouldn't do that.
No, right. Make sure I got your number.
Shalom, yeah?
All right, give me your number again. It will probably come up.
075.
Type it. Yeah, I got it here.
Kaz, what I'll do is I'll holler at you Wednesday night.
Yeah.
I'll send you a text, yeah? And then we can coordinate if that's cool.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Because I was waiting for your phone, but I didn't hear nothing. So I didn't think, oh, you know, I'm from this. But I was still. Because I was waiting for the phone that you were saying about the thing and that.
Yeah,
So
but tomorrow I'm going to finish the sites. So it takes time. You're dealing with people that are in the world.
Okay, no worries, bro. It's just that now I know. We see. Remember, man's goings is of the Lord. So I'm here. You roll past. You see me. Then that's why the Lord does these things. You understand? It's not like we're completely detached from each other. We see each other. It's like we see each other now. So now I know, and it's big deal. You know what I mean? Big deal. You understand? I'll take you to see my brothers. It's a big deal. You understand? You can come into the fam. You understand, fam?
Shalom.
Yeah, shalom, Pete. See you soon, yeah? Right, let's continue with the word of the Lord, yeah? And it says, and I will punish the world for its evil, and the wicked for the iniquity, for the sin, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud. Who's the proud? So-called white man. There's nobody prouder than him. Talking about, like I said, 2050. He acts like he's going to rule forever. What did it say in Psalm 49 and 11? His inward thought is that he's going to rule the world forever. So why are they building bunkers? Why is Kim Kardashian spending majority of her wealth on a bunker? Because she's going to run and hide. Right, these heathens. Why have they built underground cities? Because they're going to run and hide from the people at first, but then they know that nuclear war and the Lord is coming. Yeah. What did it say in Amos 9? We're going to dig them out from them bunkers. We're talking about not these people. These people are going to die in the famines and the earthquakes and whatnot. What the Lord's got for them. But the elites are going to hide in their bunkers, and we're going to dig them out. I want to get hold of that Queen and that Elizabeth. I want to ring her up, bro. And that Prince Philip and Andrew and all them. I want to ring them up by the tie and all that. You know what I mean? Throw them around. You know what I mean? This is what I want to do to them. You know why? Because they've done it to us. So I want to ring them up. Yeah. And it says. And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease. I will lay low the haughtiness. That's the pride. Haughty means to be like proud again. And they're terrible. The Lord said, why are they terrible? Because they've been given the weapon, the sword. He's blessed us to live by the sword. And what did it say? He that live by the sword shall die by the sword. Yeah? That's what he says. Yeah? He that live by the sword, die by the sword. So we're going to do that, yeah? Yeah? He that live by the sword shall die by the sword, yeah? And it says, and I will make a man more precious. Why did he say he's going to make a man more precious? Because in this society, women, you go down on one knee to these whores, right? They've slept with so many different men, but yet still we got to go down on one knee and ask for her hand, which has got all different, about 15 to 20 different semen swimming around in her belly. You know what I mean? Madness. When a woman is only supposed to have one man, yeah, for her whole life. Because when a man sleeps with a woman, he puts his vibration on her. Especially when he fires his semen in her, his semen goes to her brain and it stays in there forever. That's why these women are bugged out, because they've got different semen swimming around in their brain, that vibration of all those rods they've taken. Yeah? And it says here, and I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even the man than the gold wedge of Ophir, because Ophir had the finest gold. Yeah? So he's going to make a man more precious. Yeah? Because men are precious. How do you think they populate the world? By the men. Men carry the seed. Men, the Lord said that, oh, unto you men I call. Yeah? Proverbs 8 and 4, Revelations 21 and 3, and Ezekiel 34 and 33. To you men I call. The Lord is dealing with the men. Yeah? And it says, there I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place in the wrath of the Lord of hosts, and in the day of his fierce anger. Right? So he's angry, he's not happy. He's angry. He tells you he's angry with the wicked every day. Yeah? And it says, and it shall be as the chase roe. He's talking about the Edomite. When he takes away the power of the sword, yeah, he said it's going to be like a chase roe. A roe is a female deer, yeah, and we've seen how they drink water. They're always aware. They don't really want to drink because there's always a predator waiting to jump on their arms, so they're very aware. And it says it's going to be like that chase road. Nobody can chase him at the moment because he's got his tanks, he's got his war instruments, his planes, his sniper rifles, his artificial intelligence. But that's not going to help him. He's going to be chased. Same way he chased us on horses, he's going to be chased. He's going to be chased out of the world, it says. Because it tells you in Obadiah there will be no more remaining of the Edomites. So he's actually going to be chased out of the world. And it says, and it shall be as a chase roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. A sheep is a very humble creature. No aggression in it. You know what I mean? And everybody takes advantage of that sheep. If it's a predator, it's cannon fodder. Easy meat, as they say. But in that day, that sheep